Larson, I got a good what if for you.
What's that?
What if pizza was never invented? Tragedy! All right, man, let's talk about some wrestling what ifs.
Let's talk about some Bee Gees.
We reached out to, we'll do that afterwards while we're drinking.
If there's no
some
pizza, Steve,
beers.
how can you mend
Tragedy!
a broken heart?
That's good. That's good. All right, let's talk about some wrestling what ifs that the friendos posited us. This is a big one.
This is a lot.
This is a big one. I wrote all this right here. I wrote a lot of this. So, of course, back in 2022 on January 1, WWE debuted a new pay-per-view called Day One. Of course, they picked it up on Raw a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But this is sort of a big one because scheduled on the card was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship.
Yes.
Roman had been champion for, I think, like around a year and 3 months or so.
Something like that.
And then Day One. Oh, meanwhile... there was a fatal four-way.
It was
Seth, Big E, the champion.
Yeah.
And then 2 other people, maybe Bobby Lashley and somebody else. I don't know. Anyways. Kevin Owens was one of them. I know that. I forget who the other
that sounds right.
Roman ended up testing positive for the COVID.
Yeah.
And so instead, Brock was inserted into that fatal 5-way.
Yes.
Where he won the WWE title.
Correct.
Then lost it to Lashley at the Rumble.
Got it back at Chamber.
Him and Roman went on to Main Event Mania for both titles, and they unified the titles.
Correct.
But it was reported that, one of the biggest wrestling what ifs is, what would have happened had Roman not tested positive and the Roman Brock match would have still gone on, because there was all sorts of reporting after the fact that Roman was supposed to lose to Brock Lesnar.
And that Seth was supposed to win the 4-way.
Right. There is some, apparently, I looked at this on Reddit, there is some disagreement amongst some of the, against those other guys. Dave Meltzer and even his Padawan, Brian Alvarez, from what I saw in this Reddit post anyways, have differing stories about that.
Gotcha.
Some people thought that Seth was going to win. Some people thought Big E was going to retain. Yeah. So let's talk about what if Roman Reigns hadn't tested positive for the COVID that day.
Yes.
Now, I broke this down into a couple scenarios.
So are these scenarios here yours or from the original post?
So the only other thing in the original post, no, these are my possibilities.
Gotcha.
But we can talk about these. One of the other things was Cody at some point was rumored to have been fighting for the WWE title against Seth or Drew. At that WrestleMania. Of course, that was the WrestleMania, I think, that Cody debuted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe that part of it wasn't supposed to be until the next year. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
I forget.
That'd be
it was already unified at that point. So I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah.
But
the original idea was not to unify him. It was going to be Brock Roman one match and then.
Right. Yeah. Unification didn't come until after this, leading up to WrestleMania.
Yeah. Exactly.
So let's look at various scenarios via the pay-per-view. At the Rumble, let's say Roman goes in without a title.
Mm-hmm.
Might be obvious that he would then compete in the Rumble. Maybe, because if you remember, also back then there was reporting that Reigns' time as a bad guy was supposed to be short-lived.
Yeah, maybe the idea of that if Heyman turns on Roman, they can turn Roman babyface.
Yeah. Then he can get a babyface win at the Rumble, which I think that Vince probably wanted to sort of redeem his own booking because of the debacle of the 2015 Rumble.
Yeah.
So what if Reigns walks into the Rumble as a good guy, wins the Rumble, and then ends up challenging Brock at Mania for the Universal title.
And wins it there.
And then you sort of have to start his run over, but it's completely different because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And Vince would probably run him into the ground because Vince doesn't know how to book babyface champions.
No, not at all.
Meanwhile, you've got at that same Rumble, maybe Brock versus Lashley for the Universal title instead of what they did, which was the WWE title.
Yeah.
Lashley could win that. Brock wins that title back at the Chamber.
Yeah.
Or you could have done at the Chamber Reigns versus Big E, and Reigns retains. There's a road back to just with flip titles.
Unification again, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could do the thing where so Roman wins the Rumble as a good guy. Cody wins the Chamber match, maybe for a number one contender. Is he there yet, though?
No.
He's not there yet.
No, he's not. He doesn't make his debut till that Mania.
Yeah, he's not there yet. Okay, so I don't know. Then I guess you revisit Seth and Big E, maybe.
Maybe.
And then at Mania, if Seth walks into Mania as champion, WWE champion, Cody wins the title upon his debut.
Look, even before he gets a chance to say what his story is, he finishes the story.
I got the
Look,
story.
this is what I came here to do.
And I did it.
And I did it my first night. I got 3 more years to figure out what I'm going to do the rest of my time here.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if there's any aspect of it where they were like, Cody's got to finish the title with the WWE title. It's what he wants.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Orton and LA Knight both refer to it as the WWE title, but it's sort of not the thing anymore.
No.
So, I don't know. That's sort of a big wrestling what if.
I think we've been asked that before, too, and
I thought it'd be interesting to sort of like...
And just to think if Heyman turns on Roman, so we get babyface Roman, then it could have been the end of the bloodline. We never would have got the stuff with Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
All that great stuff through the fall of 2022 and early 2023.
That's done.
Never would have happened.
That's done. Yeah, exactly.
All the good stuff with Jey Uso.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Never would have happened.
Yeah. Who knows where Jay and Jimmy would have been?
I know. They'd probably still be a tag team.
Probably, yeah. Probably. I still wouldn't be able to tell them apart. I always loved that. I always loved that one moment when Jay says something to Roman. Roman says, "Okay, Jimmy, go get him." And he was like, "I'm Jay." And he said, "Doesn't matter."
Yeah.
He's so rude. Oof. All right, let's go ahead and pivot here. Tom the Man 94 says, what if it was actually Chris Hero in the Shield, not Roman Reigns? So, of course, CM Punk, I think, had claimed to have pitched, instead of Roman, Chris Hero.
Yeah.
As
Cassius Ohno.
Cassius Ohno as the third member of the Shield. I mean, I don't think he would have ended up being Roman Reigns.
No. He's a great wrestler. Chris Hero, Cassius Ohno.
I'll say this. I mean, I know WWE was always sort of like iffy on him for whatever reason, but Cassius Ohno is an incredibly likable guy.
Yeah.
I could have seen him getting really over with the fans.
Yeah.
And when Seth turns, it would have been like super devastating. And maybe he would have had like a monster, like a really great babyface run.
Maybe.
I think that could have launched him up into the stratosphere. I think that's a distinct possibility.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's possible. Subpar Jokes here says, what if Orton never cashed in or successfully cashed in on Daniel Bryan? Would have made us care less for Bryan as champion from SummerSlam to WrestleMania in a way. Make him a less
bigger deal when he leaves to AEW.
So
So Orton cashed in on Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam
after Daniel Bryan beat Cena for the title.
Right, and that led to, I remember being heartbroken about that one.
Yeah.
And that led to the Yes Movement, but it seemed like that cash-in wasn't really supposed to lead to the Yes Movement because the Yes Movement was organic and it sort of forced WWE's hand.
It was supposed to lead to Orton and Batista at WrestleMania.
Right, exactly.
No Daniel Bryan.
So if Orton never cashed in...
Daniel Bryan was supposed to wrestle Sheamus at that WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I don't know. Yes Movement. No WrestleMania 30 huge moment.
No.
I don't know. I think maybe they would have given Daniel Bryan like a satisfying enough 4-month reign.
And he would have been beaten by Brock Lesnar.
He would have been, look, all roads leads to him being beaten by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, sort of like when Finn Balor won the Universal title. Guess what? He was going to be beat by Brock Lesnar.
People ask about that one all the time, and it's the same thing. Finn Balor, had he won the Universal Championship and not got injured, would have been beaten by Brock Lesnar.
That fall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Help support Friendo Club by going to patreon.com/Steven Larson or clicking join at youtube.com/Steven Larson. Access to bonus episodes, question threads for the Going In Raw podcast, and entry to our monthly wrestling predictions challenges. Join the Friendo Club today.